every single person who comes into the hospital and I meet and has a baby, they all go through different challenges and they all have different needs. So I just sit down, I talk to them with a feeding plan, and I make sure that they set their expectations to be realistic and flexible. Because at the end of the day, you can go in with a plan that's laid out perfectly and none of it can go to plan, truly, right? And at the end of the day, your baby makes the final decision on what they want, and you also have to take care of yourself too.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, usually most of my patients, they tend to want to start with breastfeeding and then they want to introduce a bottle. That's just majority of people want to do that. And what I say with that is finding a bottle that has kind of like a breast shape and a kind of a silicone squishy kind of nipple. That way it can form around the baby's mouth similar to the way the breast does. So that doesn't lead to as much of that nipple confusion and stuff like that. The other thing I look for, which I love about the Tommy Tippy bottles, is the slow flow nipple.
Yes.
So it's such a difference with newborn babies especially. They can't take in at such a fast rate like an older baby might be able to. So what leads to that is the colic you may have heard about, right? But it's not actually colic, it's just the baby's swallowing air, right? And it's upsetting their tummy, right?
Yes.
I mean, we would all feel the same way if that was happening. So the slower flows really help to be able to mimic the flow of a breast and help the baby transition from going from the bottle to the breast and vice versa. So that's my number one recommendation for new parents, especially if they aren't sure where they want their feeding journey to go, because that gives them the flexibility to go to the breast or the bottle.
That was definitely like a hack. Someone's saying one thing and someone's saying
Which
the other.
is overwhelming.
But then you go down like the YouTube black hole of just watching so many videos and oh my gosh, it's
Everyone has a
so
different
overwhelming.
opinion. Everyone has different,
Yeah, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it right. It's a lot.
But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself, right?
Absolutely.